Welcome back, everyone. We're diving into something a lot of you have been asking about, pre-prepping for karma yoga.
Yeah.
And the thing is, you guys are already ahead of the game.
Mm-hmm.
You're not looking for the Gita 101.
Right.
You want to go deeper.
Absolutely.
So this deep dive is going to be all about those practical steps to get us to what the Source calls joyful living.
I think that's a great way to put it.
Yeah.
And you know what really struck me is how the Source frames these 5 steps as like prerequisites to even begin karma yoga. It's almost like it's saying, look, it's not enough to just do the actions you have to cultivate the right mental state before you even start.
So prep is really important.
It's foundational.
Okay, so let's get right to it, though.
Let's do it. All right.
Understanding the importance of sense objects.
Okay.
And this is where I kind of got tripped up, because it's like, wait, we're talking about material comfort,
Right.
material desires
Yeah, like needs.
as the starting point
Yeah.
of a spiritual journey.
Yeah, you would think it would be the opposite.
Yeah, like, shouldn't we be renouncing all this stuff?
Well, think of it this way.
Okay.
Imagine you're trying to build this incredible skyscraper,
Okay.
but the ground underneath is shaky.
Oh,
It's not going to last, is it?
no.
So this first step is kind of like acknowledging our foundation.
Okay.
As human beings, we want comfort, we crave security, we desire those things.
Those are very real.
They are.
Okay, so it's not about denying them.
No.
It's about understanding that they're there.
Exactly.
And maybe we need to work with them.
Work with them.
Okay, so then we go to step 2.
Right?
And it seems to completely contradict the first one.
Oh, how so?
Limiting the necessity of sense objects.
Hmm.
So now we're saying, okay, we recognize we want all this stuff,
Right.
but now we got to limit it.
Well, it's more about a shift in focus.
Okay.
Instead of constantly chasing more and more and more.
Like always wanting the next thing.
Exactly.
Oh,
It's about making conscious choices.
So instead of being driven by, I need this, I need this, I need this,
Right.
it's more like,
Do I really need
what
it?
will truly satisfy me?
So it's about moving from that kind of craving
That hunger.
to a more peaceful place.
Yeah, and the Source actually mentions, some people in this stage might be super focused on making money,
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
building wealth, investing, multiplying.
That's where they are.
But to really progress on this path,
Yeah.
you got to work on those personal wants.
Limiting those needs.
Exactly.
Okay, I like that.
That's step 2.
So we've gone from building the foundation
Yes.
to kind of refining it.
Refining and really looking at what we truly need versus what we just want.
And I think there's a quote I read somewhere. It said something like, it's not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more of that is poor.
I love that.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
Okay, so then we shift gears completely for step 3.
Okay, I'm ready.
This is all about knowledge,
Knowledge.
but it's not like, your everyday know-how.
Yeah. Or street smarts or book smarts even.
No.
This is like deeper knowledge.
It's delving into philosophy,
Okay.
religion, pondering those big questions.
That's what
What's
they
the meaning of life?
Yeah.
Why are we here?
What is all this?
What's it all about?
It's getting existential.
It is, and it's essential for karma yoga because it provides that philosophical bedrock.
So it's like expanding our worldview beyond just our everyday experience.
Exactly, expanding that mind.
Okay, step 4.
Hit me.
This one, I have to admit,
Yeah,
it's a little bit tough.
I understand.
It's about accepting the dualistic nature of the world.
Well, the good and the bad.
The fact that both joy and sorrow are just part of life.
Yeah,
Can't have one without the other.
it's like 2 sides of the same coin.
But that feels a little,
Navi,
yeah, like a lot to accept.
I hear you, but it's not about being pessimistic
Okay.
or resigning yourself to misery.
Right.
The Source actually highlights this duality,
Okay.
using examples from both like the big picture, it's like global events, wars, famine.
Those huge things that we can't control.
Right. And then also the everyday stuff,
Okay.
the ups and downs.
Like just daily life.
Yeah, aging, eventually we lose loved ones.
Oh, yeah, that's part of it too.
It's all part of this duality.
Okay.
And recognizing that
Yeah.
is so crucial for practicing karma yoga effectively
Oh,
because it stops us from clinging to this illusion of control.
we think we can control everything.
Right. And this step helps us accept that we can't,
To just be
to surrender to the flow
to the flow. Yeah.
and to work within the framework of reality.
So accepting both the light and the shadow.
Exactly.
Okay, I'm starting to see how this all fits together.
It's all connected.
All right, so step 5, understanding the limitations of sense objects.
Interesting.
This one really made me pause because it's like we work so hard.
We do.
We achieve things. We enjoy the fruits of our labor.
We should.
Shouldn't happiness be the goal of all that striving?
It's a natural desire, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So where's the limitation?
This step asks us to look a little deeper.
Deeper, okay.
Can those things truly bring lasting joy?
So it's not saying don't achieve, don't enjoy.
No, not at all.
It's just saying look at it a little differently.
Question it a little bit.
And the Source actually uses this great analogy.
Oh, I love a good analogy.
Think about eating a delicious scoop of ice cream.
Okay, I'm with you.
It brings pleasure in the moment.
Absolutely.
But it's fleeting.
It melts away.
It doesn't last forever.
And that's the point this step is trying to make.
So true fulfillment, the kind that leads to that joyful living.
Yeah.
That's got to run deeper.
Much deeper.
Okay, so this fifth step is about recognizing that nothing in the material world can offer that lasting contentment.
That's a big one.
It is.
But it's a crucial step on this path.
To joyful living.
To joyful living.
It's interesting how these 5 steps build upon each other.
They do, don't they?
Yeah, it's like this journey.
A progression.
From understanding our basic needs to expanding our worldview.
And then ultimately to